Did you know there's a specific time of day when your heart is most vulnerable? It's not when you're stressed, not when you're out walking, and not even when you're lifting something heavy. It's right after you wake up. Between 6 and 10 a.m., heart attacks and strokes skyrocket, especially in people over 60. And it's not because you're getting older. It's because of how we wake up. Picture this. Your body's been motionless for 7 or 8 hours. Your blood is thicker. Your vessels are tight. Your heart is beating slow. And suddenly you stand up. That one moment creates a surge, a demand your cardiovascular system may not be ready for. But what if I told you that you could fix that risk without medication, without going to the gym, and without even getting out of bed? Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Your body in the morning. The hidden risk no one talks about. Imagine your body like an old car sitting outside on a freezing January morning. The engine is cold, the oil is thick, the hoses are stiff. Now imagine turning the key and flooring the gas pedal. The engine chokes, struggles, and maybe brakes. That's exactly what happens to millions of people over 60 every morning inside their own bodies. You see, during sleep your body slows everything down to rest and repair. Your heart rate drops, your blood pressure lowers, your circulation slows to a crawl. Your blood becomes slightly thicker, more like shrub than water. For 7 to 8 hours, your body is horizontal. Gravity pulls fluid into your lower body. Your arteries don't move, your lymph fluid doesn't flow, and your nervous system is in rest mode. Calm, slow, still. But the second your alarm rings and you sit up fast, you're asking your heart to go from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. You're demanding it to push thick, sluggish blood through tight, cold arteries and all the way to your brain while your balance, oxygen levels, and coordination are still half asleep. That sudden demand creates a dangerous spike in blood pressure and heart workload. A spike that can lead to dizziness, false strokes, or even heart attacks. And here's the shocking part. This is not about age. It's about physics. You don't need to be sick to be vulnerable. You just need to get up too fast, too soon. But what if you could change all of that? What if in just 3-4 minutes each morning, you could gently wake your circulation, soften your arteries, and tell your heart, it's okay. We're ready now. You don't need pills. You don't need fancy machines. You just need 3 simple movements that you can do under your covers on your schedule in your home. Movements based on real science used in hospitals, therapy centers, and rehab clinics around the world. And now simplified for you. And once you learn them, they might just become your favorite part of the day. Aging isn't the problem. Ignoring it is. Let's be clear about one thing. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. Losing strength, balance, or energy isn't because that's just what happens with age. It's because nobody ever taught us how to age well. We prepare for careers, for parenting, for retirement. But aging, we're told to just walk more, sit less, and take it easy. That's not a strategy. That's surrender. The truth is, your body still listens. Your blood vessels can still become more elastic. Your muscles can still fire faster. Your balance can still improve. And your heart can still become more efficient at any age. But only if you train it too. And no, that doesn't mean lifting weights or doing aerobics at 6 a.m. It means knowing the right things to do at the right time in the right order. That's what this 3-movement ritual is all about. A proven morning system trusted by physical therapists, cardiac rehab teams, and seniors around the world. Designed to wake your circulatory system gently and safely. You're not here to reverse time. You're here to take control of it. Now, let me show you how. Movement 1, the morning embrace. Unlocking your hips, the traffic jam of your body. Before you even think about getting out of bed, there's one area of your body that desperately needs your attention. Your hips. Your hips are more than just joints. They're the central intersection for your blood vessels, lymph flow, nerves, and posture. Every night while you sleep, your pelvis becomes a bottleneck. Your femoral artery and vein, major highways for blood flow, get compressed. Your lymph nodes slow down. Your lower back tightens. That's why so many people wake up feeling like their legs are made of concrete, or why their lower back aches for the first 30 minutes of the day. It's not arthritis. It's not just age. It's congestion. And the way to clear that traffic jam, a movement we call the morning embrace. How to do it? The morning embrace. Gentle, safe, and 100% bed-friendly. Lie on your back in bed. Remove thick pillows. Your spine should be in a straight, relaxed position. Slowly slide your right heel up toward your body, bending the knee. Bring your right knee toward your chest as far as is comfortable. Wrap your hands behind your thigh, not over the knee. This protects your joints. Gently hug your leg toward your chest. No bouncing, just a calm stretch. Breathe deeply in through your nose for 4 seconds, out through your mouth for 6. Hold for 10-15 seconds, then release slowly, sliding the heel back down. Repeat on the other leg. Do 2-3 rounds per side. As you release, notice the warmth. That's fresh oxygen-rich blood flushing the joint and tissues. You're literally washing out the stiffness of the night. David, 79, I felt 20 pounds lighter. David, a retired teacher in Arizona, used to dread mornings. He said his legs felt dead until about 11 a.m. And walking to the kitchen was exhausting. His doctor gave him pain meds. His therapist gave him stretches. Nothing stuck. Then he tried this one movement for 1 week. On day 6, he told me I got out of bed and it felt like someone had drained the cement out of my legs. I walked to the kitchen with no cane, no wobble. This isn't magic. It's mechanics and your body is begging you to do it. Why it works: improves blood return from the lower body. Releases tension in lower back and hips. Massages your gut and lymph system. Wakes up muscles before loading them with body weight. This is your foundation. Without unlocking your hips, the rest of your body can't function freely. Movement to the air circuit. Switching on your second heart. Let me ask you a strange question. What organ helps pump your blood but isn't part of your heart? The answer: your calves. Most people don't realize this, but the muscles in your lower legs. Your calves and soles are often called your second heart. Why? Because they're responsible for pushing blood back up from your feet to your heart against gravity. Every step you take is like a mini pump squeezing veins, sending blood upward. But here's the problem. At night, you don't walk. Your calves don't contract. Blood pools in your feet, fluid builds up, and circulation slows to a crawl. This is why so many people wake up with swollen ankles, cold toes, leg cramps at 3 a.m. If your second heart doesn't turn on in the morning, you're starting the day already behind the air circuit. How to do it? Stay lying down in bed, legs stretched out. Begin with simple ankle pumps. Pull your toes up towards your face, then point them away like a ballet dancer. Repeat this 30 times in a smooth rhythm. Up, down, down. Feel the tightening in your calves. That's your second heart turning on. Optional for extra energy, lift your legs slightly and pedal slowly in the air like a lazy bicycle. 10-15 seconds is enough. Then pause. Let your legs rest. You may feel a pleasant tingling, that circulation coming back to life. Evelyn, 68. First time in 10 years I didn't wear socks to bed. Evelyn always had cold feet. Even in May, she wore wool socks to sleep. After 2 weeks of doing the air circuit every morning and evening, she messaged us for the first time in 10 years. My toes felt warm without socks. Why it works: activates calf pump equals boost venous return. Reduces fluid retention and swelling. Helps prevent nighttime cramps and blood clots. Improves oxygen delivery to your legs and brain. This is not exercise. It's waking up your internal plumbing. You've now unlocked your hips and turned on your calf pump. There's just one step left, and it's the one most people skip. Movement 3, the ocean breath, your built-in blood pressure medicine. By now, your hips are free, your calves are pumping, blood is flowing, but there's one last piece of the puzzle we need to unlock, and it's the most powerful of all. It's not a stretch, it's not a movement, it's your breath. You see, right before you wake up, your body releases a natural surge of cortisol, the stress hormone. It's designed to help you feel alert. But in many older adults, this spike can cause a sudden rise in blood pressure and a feeling of anxiety, dizziness or mental fog. That's where your nervous system comes in. There's a special nerve, the vagus nerve, that acts like a remote control for your heart, lungs, and blood vessels. And the only way to activate it is through slow, controlled belly breathing. We call this movement the ocean breath because when you do it right, it feels like a wave washing through your body. How to do it? Lie on your back, one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4 seconds. Your belly, not your chest, should rise. Pause for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly through pursed lips like blowing on a candle for 6 to 7 seconds. Repeat for 5, 6 breaths. As you breathe out, feel your body sink deeper into the mattress. Your shoulders drop, your pulse slows, your arteries open like soft rubber hoses. You've just told your heart there's no emergency. We're safe. We're ready. Stan 71. My mornings used to start with panic. Stan used to wake up already thinking about the news, his finances, the world. His blood pressure was sky high by 7 a.m. After practicing the ocean breath for 3 weeks, his doctor said, "Stan, your numbers are better than they've been in 10 years. What changed?" Stan smiled and answered, "Just breathing. Putting it all together. 3 minutes that change everything. You've just learned something powerful. Not a workout, not a routine, but a morning ritual that speaks the language your body understands. First, you unlocked your hips, clearing the bottleneck that blocks blood flow. Then, you activated your calves, turning on your second heart. And finally, you calmed your vessels and brain with nothing more than your breath. Together, these 3 movements form a complete system. They reduce your morning blood pressure spikes. They wake up your nervous system gently. They protect your brain, heart, and balance. All in just 3 to 4 minutes without ever leaving your bed. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need motivation. You don't need energy. You just need to remember to begin. Because once you do this for 3 days, 7 days, 21 days, it stops being a task. It becomes a habit, a comforting, energizing start to your day, like warm sunlight through your window. You're not too old. You're just one small ritual away from feeling strong, clear, and in control again. Your body remembers. Now let's remind it. We don't do this to chase youth. We do this to protect freedom. The freedom to walk unassisted, to stand tall, to play with grandkids, to say yes to life, not maybe later. These 3 minutes in the morning aren't just about circulation. They're about confidence, about taking back something aging tries to steal, control. So, here's what I invite you to do tonight. Place a small note by your bed. Write 3 minutes. My arteries. Tomorrow morning, before your feet touch the floor, do the 3 steps just once. And if you feel even 1% better, tell us in the comments below. I started today. That's all. Just 3 words. Because when one of us starts, we all rise together. We're not just aging. We're aging smarter. And that makes all the difference.